And we are getting reports this afternoon of an active shooter and a fire at a church in Blanc, Michigan. That's about an hour outside of Detroit. Let's go to Brian Yennis. He has the very latest for us. Brian, what can you tell us?
Kevin, good afternoon. A developing story indeed. We can tell you right now that the Blanc police say that fire that you're seeing on your screen was started by a suspected active shooter. Sources telling Fox 2 Detroit that active shooter is now down. So this is the situation we have. We also know, according to that reporting from our local affiliate in Detroit, that there are 6 to 8 victims. Their condition currently unknown at this hour. An active shooter shooting the Church of Latter-day Saints, the Mormon Church in Blanc Township. This is about 60 minutes northwest of Detroit, about 10 miles south of Flint, Michigan. We have seen some folks, victims being taken out by stretcher. There has been a full-blown response to this church. We don't know how this fire was started, but sources tell our Fox 2 Detroit that fire was started by the suspected shooter. This all started shortly after 11 a.m. local time. We expect a press conference at about 12:45, 1 o'clock Eastern with the latest from the police.
Oh my God.
That's really bad.
Another day, another shooting. This is what America's turning into. And as of right now, there was a church set on fire, multiple people shot. There is 1 deceased, 10 injured, and the shooter is down. They deleted the shooter. They are also going into the church now, and they're thinking that they might find more bodies because the church was set on fire. Now, from what I'm hearing, they're saying that the driver drove the truck through the front door, caught the place on fire, began to shoot. He drove off, and then they deleted him. Just this article from CNN. We don't really have much. There is right now a live press conference going on, and I'm going to try to get that information also. Multiple victims in Michigan church shooting, church on fire, police say. I'm Modi J. This is the Mo You Know. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to go over the information we have and just try to piece this thing together as it goes. The article says multiple victims have been injured in a shooting at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Blanc, Michigan on Sunday, according to police. Now, this area is north of Detroit, so it's about an hour, maybe less, depending on how you drive. But nonetheless, they're saying that the shooter was from a place called Burton, Michigan, which is a little bit north of the church. So he drove down there. This is a Mormon church, so we don't know what his agenda was, what the motive was, the reasoning behind this. Did he know somebody? We're just going through all the facts. The sheriff did say that they're getting warrants to go search his house. They're trying to see if there's any kind of evidence that can connect something. Is there anyone that told something? It's just real tragic to see something like this, and it's happening more consistently. Police are urging the public to avoid this area as emergency response efforts continue. Blanc is a suburb of Flint, Michigan. Also, I did mention this guy's from Burton. So we're going to do a little bit of demographics just to get an idea. I do know a couple of people from Detroit, and they said Burton, Michigan isn't any place someone of color would want to be. So we'll look at that demographic and we'll talk about that. They're saying that the alleged shooter is from Burton, Michigan. So I went and got a little bit of information. Burton, Michigan has a population of about 29,000 people with the median age range of about 42 and a half years old. They said he was around 40. The city is predominantly white, making up about 81%, 82% if we round up of the population, followed by Black or African American at 9% and smaller percentages of other racial groups. So you can kind of get an idea of where we're going, the typical make America great again, but we're not here to blame left or right. Everything shouldn't be political. We have a serious problem in America, and that's what we really need to focus on. Now, we can talk about the black on black crime. That's no difference than white on white crime in their own community. More white people commit crime against more white people. We do have a truth message from our president on Truth Social that I'm sure no one here is subscribed to. I've been briefed on the horrendous shooting that took place at the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. In Michigan, the FBI was immediately on scene and will be leading the federal investigation, providing full support to state and local officials. The suspect is deleted, but there is still a lot to learn. This appears to be yet another targeted attack on Christians in the United States of America. The Trump administration will keep the public posted, as we do. In the meantime, pray for the victims and their families. This epidemic of violence in our country must end immediately. You see, it's a change of tone. He's not jumping out there and blaming the radical left, because last time they did that, we found out that it's the typical MAGA suspect. While recording this, I did find the press conference from the sheriff, so I'll play that and then we'll close this down and see what you guys think about the situation.
During this incident, what we know right now is that a 40-year-old suspect from Burton, he's a male, he drove his vehicle through the front doors of the church. He then exited his vehicle, firing several rounds at individuals within the church. 10 gunshot victims have been transported to local hospitals at this time, including one who has been deceased. Officers who were trained immediately responded to the area. One was a DNR officer, and then one was a Grand Blanc Township officer, where they met the suspect and they engaged in gunfire with that particular individual, neutralizing that suspect, and that suspect is no longer with us. As I said, it is a 40-year-old male from Burton.
You heard the sheriff? So this is the information we have right now. This photo that you're looking at is an alleged photo of the truck that was driven into the church prior to it catching on fire and the police chasing them down. But let me know what you think about this situation. Again, condolences go out to all the families. Hopefully no one else is found in that church and it's only one casualty that we have to deal with. One is still one too many. But let me know what you think about this situation. Again, we're not here to blame anybody, but this is looking like the typical person that would do this. You know, the stereotypical photo lineup, you can point them straight out. The American flags, the truck driving into a church, and then the deletions and catching a church on fire. But let me know what you think. I'm J. This is The More You Know. If there's any more updates, I'll keep you posted. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.